trying to reach into it.
Yeah, that's messed up. That seems weird.
Nice.
Okay, so this thing is like white hot with magic. First of all,
That sounds good.
it. Before I tell you the cool stuff that it does, I do want to warn you that I think it is sentient. If that makes sense.
What? Like
Um,
a gin is in there? I shake it.
Oh my god! If that is the case, do not shake that.
Oh.
Maybe shake it a little. Let's see what happens. You know.
Well, I don't
Have
know.
fun.
It had enough wherewithal to cancel my spell.
Try licking it.
No. Sword.
Maybe have a conversation with it. You know. Let's see
And
what's going on.
I'm just, be careful, but it
Right.
does want to be thrown at things, and it is very, very hot.
Well, to clarify on that, it
Yeah.
it doesn't necessarily want to be thrown at things. It wants to be striking at something at all times
Oh, God.
when it's being wielded. So if you're in a position such that you're not in range immediately, it wants to be
Oh.
thrown in that moment.
Oh my god, okay.
Does it okay, well, I guess I should ask the obvious. Does it am I feeling any intent to throw it at my friends?
No,
Or am I
you feel nothing right now.
Okay, well there's so on the
You feel confusion because you don't really recognize the sword and you don't know where it came from. Well, you know where it came from, but you're just confused as to how that happened.
I
I'm gonna
can't
put
believe
it-
you've been carrying this thing around the whole time.
Yeah.
But yeah, it seems like you can use it to hit things both near and far, so that's why haven't you been using it?
Sals, how far does our memory of the sword go back?
He's always at that.
Oh, even when we were kids and he was throwing Batbear off a roof?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, yeah, okay.
In fact, that is like, oh, I recognize that number. You told me never to touch it. And then I touched it once and you started throwing. Well, no.
No, actually, Badfire does not recall him specifically referencing the sword in any way, but just that it was there.
He just knows it was there, yeah. It has no interaction, it's just the, like, Akio plus sword equals 2. Anyways,
like a family heirloom kind of thing.
yeah, I guess I'll start using it now. I guess I should give it a proper name. Masamune. No, I'm kidding.
Somebody already took that name, I think.
What? Someone already took... God damn it! I can't even make a joke! That's a good name for the sword, though. And yeah, because it's thirsty for wanting to hit things first. I don't have a name at the moment.
I think you should name it Hot Boomerang.
You should name it
No good?
I will consider it.
Alright.
But could you also maybe, I guess, do this one? And then I pull out the why did I forget the name of the Kesh! Oh my god, you wrote Kush and it's stuck in my head forever.
Have you never looked at that one either?
No, this one I just forgot that I had it.
Okay.
Because I got the other sword, like, I don't know, I put money on it, and I guess I had to get good use out of it.
Yeah, as I recall, you bought this from Bazaar outside the Twin Cities from the Keshite clan that was there.
I was with Suru, and I think we got really, really... Is high a fantasy verb?
You bought some drugs.
We
you got drugged out of your minds.
Yeah, so that...
High is a universal.
Paulina, if you'd like to detect magic on that again, then yes, you can.
Sure.
So this was sold to Akio, I believe, as a magic weapon. As you're looking at Paulina, it has no magic aura.
Oh, buddy.
It looks nice. Although, let me make an additional roll here for someone else who might be looking over your shoulder. Some ease due to relative heights here. Do 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 do. Boop.
I got from a Keshite elf? Not a wow, not even a centaur. Okay, interesting.
Hmm.
That's
Thought-
So yes, Paulina, you confirm that it is not magical, and as you're looking at it, Pascal sort of eyeballs it over your shoulder and says, "That's I think that's a. It looks like a stage weapon."
A what? Like theatrical?
Yeah.
It's a toy?
You,
Well,
I mean, you
no,
don't
I
know
mean
yet.
it's forged. It is actual steel, but like looks like someone put an edge on it. But that's false gilding, and looks like glass, not gems.
Oh.
Huh. Did I even? Well, all right. I guess I'll. It looks nice, I think. So, we're not gonna use it. And I put it away. 3 swords, though. What am I gonna do? Put one in my mouth?
Yeah.
Wait, why wouldn't you use it though?
Because it's
I mean, it'll probably break.
yeah.
Hmm.
Oh, but
I
it's
could
magical.
probably, I
Wouldn't
could
that make
probably
it
break it.
stronger?
Oh
Is
no,
it-
not the. I mean, that one isn't magic. That one is.
Oh, I got confused. Oh, so you just have a Kesh dueling the stage sword?
Mm-hmm.
I bought one
Dweeb.
with. I went. I mean, I did. We went to a bazaar. I don't remember what the intention was.
I
I
think
mean,
an elf
it's
told you it was magic.
Yeah,
Yeah. And you bought it.
and I fell for it.
yeah, it's not really Keshite.
What?
I mean, it's meant to look like a Keshite blade, but as I said, it's a stage sword, so that looks like something out of like the Viennese opera. That's like meant to look like something from Kesh, but
Was that elf not even from Cash? Oh man.
I
But
don't know. I
Oh
didn't read the
man.
guy.
if I had actually grown up with the Kashites, I would have been able to tell you that. Betfire says. But I didn't.
You don't know the secret handshake, yeah.
No. When I talk with the centaurs, oh,
But
it's weird.
but yeah, I mean, I concur with Paulina. That other one looks really cool. I mean, from what she's describing, I wouldn't even know what to put a price on it.
Hmm. Okay.
Hmm.
So,
Well-
how does 5,000 silver sound?
There you
First,
go.
I kind of want to. Could I try it in battle first?
Yeah.
Pascal, we're gonna keep. I first gotta honor the first promise with you, and then maybe.
Yeah, Akio, I'm not actually looking to buy it for 5,000 silver. A, as previously established, I don't really have the liquid funds right now.
Oh, okay.
B, you shouldn't
So-
sell that.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry. With you, it's like I kind of don't want to make any money jokes. I owe you. So that reminds me. Hey, Sada,
What?
I need to go trade my leg in. I made a big boo boo.
I mean, the one person who gave me the leg is still at the castle right now.
What? Oh,
Yeah.
then I guess
Building
we'll
it.
go. All right, I guess I'll go talk with them.
I mean, you need the leg to walk, so like,
We'll
Well-
have somebody carry him back in.
We'll figure something out, Pascal. Right now, I made a fool out of your out of your trust. That's not how you phrase that, but you know what I mean. And you're a good friend of mine. And I made a mistake, and I'm gonna, gosh darn it, I'm gonna make up for it. Anyhow, no, seriously, legit. I don't like that I broke your trust. I want to earn it back. So let's go talk with him.
okay.
I mean, don't we have some more pressing stuff to deal with right now?
Oh yeah, you guys go do that. They're at the castle. I can do this on my own. Like, what's gonna happen?
I mean, we're half the way to my store if you want to actually look at the stuff that I had there.
Okay,
Sure, let's do that real quick.
you got cool stuff.
Okay.
I'm very.
Okay, so after some more time walking, you get to the Fatazo's Fine Finds, into which Pascal let you in. lets you in. You note that the sign has been moved outside onto the actual front of the building, and the interior has been redesigned into a sort of like open concept, very cozy, very sort of more or almost like a living room than a store. Very comfy, nice overstuffed chairs. Looks
Nice.
very much like something that someone might have drawn recently. But with all manner of arcane items, placed tastefully around. So yeah, Pascal spreads his arms wide and goes, "Welcome to my store. Please look around. If anything catches your eye, I will probably sell it to you. Oh, also,
Hmm?
Rita, Pascal gave the endurance weights to
Oh, yeah.
Paulina, right?
Yeah. I think so.
Yeah, I thought that was something
Oh.
that was last week. Okay, so yeah, then Paulina has them to hand out as she desires. So yeah, Pascal is ready to sell you things. So there are a few things that I have on hand as specifics, but
Yes.
the other way, the way that Pascal's store will work, is that if you have any specific magic item in mind, and it's not an artifact,
Darn.
Damn.
you can ask for it, and there will be a varying chance of it being in the store at the time.
Hmm. Well,
Yeah, did anybody want those training weights to get to endurance? 'Cause I don't need.
It's good for
I
sleeping
I
in
don't need
armor.
I
Yeah.
already
What?
got it.
Oh,
Good for sleeping in armor and getting really toned.
that's
Huh?
very specifically. But wait, I could smell. Hmm. How much
Do you
are
have-
they?
Do you have endurance? I mean, I have.
they're free.
They're on loan, right? Like we just sort of have them.
I mean, yeah, Pascal gave his to Paulina, so it's just like you have them, and Kasumi bought hers, so and she used them already. So
And I
Oh
don't have
yeah.
use of them, so somebody should take
I mean, you
advantage of
could
it.
use them to get toned.
Well, yeah.
I mean, I think Paulina is already pretty toned, but
Apologies. What do
more?
you mean by? 1 second. Endurance as in what do you mean by that?
The feat endurance.
Oh, I don't have. Oh, I guess you need to have the feet first. I don't think I have that. 1 second. Oh, I definitely don't think I have this. Wow.
It's a pretty specific feat. It's not the best feat,
Yeah.
but you essentially get it for free with these, or for gold with the silver.
I guess I'll think about it, and that's me saying I'll look into getting that feet first.
No, they give you the feet.
They give
Right?
you it.
Oh, they
Yes.
give you the feet? Wow.
Yeah,
Alright.
after attuning to them for what, 30 days or something like that.
1 month of wearing
Oh,
them,
yeah.
you get the feat.
Constitution 6 makes avoid from a march.
Free
Constitution 6
feet.
makes hold your breath. Constitution 6 makes avoid. Yeah, that seems good. I'd like to have that. Okay. Sure. How much?
And hand them over. Just
Oh,
have them in
okay.
the bag. Yeah.
I guess I put them on?
Does anyone
Okay.
else have like a black video feed from Nuva for some reason?
What?
I see video on Nuva, but there's nothing showing. It's
Oh.
weird. Oh,
Oh.
there we go.
Well.
Well, he's gone now, so it's gone.
Yeah, there we go.
Hello?
Yeah.
Ah.
Hey, that was weird.
That
I don't.
That was very strange.
I wasn't streaming.
Yeah, it wasn't showing anything either. So
Weird.
I don't know. Weird. Yeah.
Okay, Discord.
Very odd. But okay.
I think you accidentally clicked that when you meant to mute or something, Nova.
Perhaps.
Probably.
I'm very loud.
Yeah.
This is known. Okay. But as far as if you have any specific magic items that you want to ask for, please consider and do so. But otherwise, I have some other things to potentially sell you, or Pascal does rather. Looking around the shelves for things that catch your eye, you see a mask on a stand. It's sort of angular and silver. It looks like one of the types of masks that is worn in Khalees, but it's much more. While those masks are have a sort of jutting lower bit, the rest of them are fairly normally face-like. This is all angles and sharp edges, almost almost a deco sort of look. There is a belt with there's a belt with images of like breaking bones pressed into it. A leather belt. There are a pair of what look like bracelets, but they look like they're meant to lock onto. They have a keyhole, each of them, and they appear to want to. They look like a pair of. They look like manacles, but they're separate. They're not held together. And each of them look to be locked independently, and they do come with a key. You see among the many potions that Pascal has, you see one bottle filled with a sort of viscous-looking pearlescent liquid, a fairly substantial amount of it. There is a large harp that is made of a black wood and stringed with equally ebon harp strings. It's the metal adjusting dials are a sort of bronzy metal. And last, there are a pair of bracelets that are heavy and brass and sort of like brutishly woven together. Oh,
Could you
and
repeat that
also
again?
all of them?
No, the last one. I
Oh.
missed the very last thing. It just kind of went over my head.
Thank you. A pair of bracelets that are made of brass and appear
Brass. Okay. Sorry.
To be sort of like brutishly made, just sort of like you can almost see the finger imprints on them.
Hey Pascal, what's the story with this?
Those are called bone breaker bracelets rather. They're actually kind of brutal. If I'm
Well, they have an ominous threat about them. Yeah.
yeah, those are something that I believe you can use once per day. You activate them when you sort of think about when you're attacking someone. You sort of think about I really want this to hurt the person that I'm attacking. And if it hits them, they will very likely take a really severe injury, like debilitating.
Hey pal, that seems up your alley, maybe.
Oh no, I wasn't paying
They work with
attention 'cause I
weapons.
was reading about magic items. Shit.
They work with weapons. It doesn't have to just be punches.
Huh. Okay. So I could just like put this around like my sword.
Well, you wear them, but yeah.
Oh, right. Bracers. Okay. Do I even have room?
I don't know. Is your bracer slot open,
Let me see.
or your wrist slot rather?
Sada's interested in that.
I guess not. Do you want to take a shot at like outbidding Akio? You probably can, with an entire country's treasury behind your back. How much are they?
6,000 silver.
I don't even know if I have that much. Do I? Oh, I do. I have like what 11,000. Okay. Sada, I see you eyeing them.
Yeah. I want to break some bones.
Well, given that you're often in a situation where it would probably be better for you to commit a lethal injury on someone, and I am not looking at Betbuyer as he nods at me, wanting me to let you have them. Why? Why not just have your go at?
All right.
Oh,
Oh,
No?
okay. I did a bad. 1 second. I never, but I think Sada that I could use them.
Oh yeah.
So yeah. So
Counterpoint. I'm sneaky, and I could sneak up and give someone a debilitating injury.
yeah, but think about it this way. I have a sword, and I want to hurt people.
I have a sword as well.
Listen, I'm gonna have to respect your opinion here, but I eyed them first. So, and I even asked Pascal, like, that creates a priority, like I'm like, I want him.
You're not wrong.
In fact, I'll give you 7,000 for these bracers.
Yeah, sold if that's what you want.
Sure.
Yeah. God.
You owe me 1,000. You owe me 1,000 GP, Pascal.
What?
You can't impose a tax in the moment.
We have a trade agreement, and no, I don't.
Exactly.
I mean, he wouldn't have bought those for 7,000 if I hadn't.
Yeah,
God.
true. But I still don't owe you 1,000 gold or silver.
Anyhow, I'm gonna put these on. Oh, and first let me give you the bag of money. All right.
Money.
And let me just quickly, so I don't forget, do it in the bank.
Okay. Pascal
'Cause,
takes your bag of money and various jewels and mixed things and
why do we have no pin messages? Oh, okay.
puts it to the side. I trust you. I'll count these later.
Yeah, but I don't trust my memory, so I'm gonna do this right now. There we go.
Okay, so also, Nuva, in your inventory, put into your wrist slot a pair of bone breaker bracers.
Second. Bone breaker bracers.
These are a little bit better actually than the ones on the D20 FSRD. These are not a DC 14 will save. These are a DC 24.
Okay.
Damn.
Second. It's been a while since I've had set equipment, so let me remember how to do that again. Also, why can't I? There we go. Wow, can't read today. DC 24.
Yes. So, anybody else want to buy anything? Got
See,
some neat
that's the
stuff
thing.
here.
There's not a lot of great items first party for Kineticist. Like, it's not really much that gets me all. That's not like 67,000 GP.
Yeah, true. A lot of your kinesis power comes from the class rather than items.
Yep. Granted, there are some items that I can do, but they're like third party. So I don't know. Maybe I'll look into some third party stuff off of like Spheres of Power.
Yeah,
and-
run them by me, and I'll give you a thumbs up or thumbs down.
Yeah, because there's a ring called the Ring of Elemental Strength. There's a version that affects Simple Blast. There's a version that affects Composite Blast and Simple Blast, and basically it adds 1 point of damage per damage die that the blast deals. So if I'm dealing, 14 d6, that's an additional 14 damage.
Yes, because definitely what your class needs is even more damage.
Yeah, that sounds pretty.
Well, I mean, I
busted.
can't keep up with POW now.
Perhaps, but you can do it from quite a bit of a more safe distance than POW.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
And if you crit, well, whatever it is dies, in all likelihood.
Yeah, I'll get back to you later with some ask. See, otherwise, what I would do with money is just spend it on my temple. Which, I mean, hey, 10,000 ain't nothing to sneeze at when it comes to construction.
No, absolutely not. And if that's what you want to do, then that's perfectly.
I think
acceptable
it
as well.
is just like that. That's what makes sense thematically for Kasumi, and like
Mhm.
as far as first party guides, I'm generally good.
I would observe that. I mean, you can probably buy things. Well, not probably. You can almost definitely buy plenty of things locally as well. But if you want to import anything specifically for your monastery to have,
Mm-hmm.
like a really fancy alabaster bathtub, for example,
Yeah.
then the Fatazo trading family might be a good person to work with.
It's true.
Hmm.
Yeah, Sals, I need to get with you soon and reassess what all is at the temple so I can decide what to build next. So I'll touch base with you just over DM.
Mm-hmm. And we'll do kingdom building during the week, which is when you'd be doing that anyway. So,
Yeah.
and we can figure that out.
Yeah.
Yes. Besides that, those Throne Breaker bracelets. There's still that belt. There's that mask. Those
What was the
weird.
belt and mask again?
Well, the belt is a belt with a leather belt with broken bones sort of pressed into it as a design. And Pascal looks at that and goes, "Oh, that. Yeah, it's a pretty simple magic item, but once a day it will make you bigger for about a minute from what I understand." And
I
That's
don't
not
need
useful
that.
to me.
And I don't need that either, if that fire goes. Oh, wait, how am I fitting in this shop?
Oh, right, that's the thing. Pascal had not seen Batfire up until just recently. It's at this point that Pascal, a lot of things have been distracting him lately. He has had his mind on the wheelchair. He's been very happy to have Paulina home. There was the great distraction of like the cannons. It's at this point that Pascal actually like takes a look at Batfire and like his eyes bug out of his head. It's
Hey.
just like,
Sorry.
what?
What?
He puts down the belt that he was looking at, and he sort of just walks up to Paulina. Goes,
Oh,
Pal,
yeah.
am I hallucinating? Or does Batfire actually have biceps the size of cantaloupes?
Yeah. No, that's right. It's
Pascal.
not right, but it's accurate.
He nods. Is this a good thing or a bad thing?
I don't know.
He nods again.
There was a price to pay.
He nods once more.
Also, he can barely fit through a door.
He
If-
nods at
if
that
at
as
all.
well, noting that that Batfire is actually still in the doorway, as his shoulders and flanks have wedged into the door jamb. And of course, he is also obliged to sort of bend over in order to get in the first place. And he nods once more.
So,
And he looks over at you, Batfire, and goes, "You feeling good, big guy?
Yeah.
Okay. Happy with this?"
Can't cut through doors. Doors need to be. We need
Do you have any-
new door rules.
Any magic items that make it small enough to fit through a door?
I still have the amulet.
is there an opposite version
or
of that
pendant or
belt?
whatever.
Uh,
I still have the thing that turns me into other races. It's not necessarily a problem.
Also
that is true, except if you turn into anything that's not a small race, you'll still be pretty much just as wide.
Yeah.
True.
Or I suppose if you turn into an elf, you might be a little bit more slender, just because your bone structure will be. And Pascal goes up to you, Batfire, and goes, "As long as you want this to be your best self, then good job, buddy."
Yeah. Yep.
How did this happen exactly?
Juice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rat
Juice.
juice.
It's juice that was derived from him and then further derived from rats.
Rat juice.
Mechanism that siphons energy and
Oh,
concentrates it. And...
the vitality siphon.
Yeah.
They built another one of those things?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got rid of it.
Actually, it's in your bag.
Yeah. That's what I mean. I got rid of it.
Or rather your hole. Your portable hole.
Yeah.
It's taking up a lot of space in that portable hole, by the way. You probably
Yeah.
want to remove it at some point. Oh,
Or do I?
okay.
Mm.
So this was by choice?
Yes.
Okay, good. I
It
was a little concerned. But
Or
you know, Atenket himself used a substance to increase his strength to fight against the beast that rides, so why should I be bothered by this? I'm happy that you're happy.
Hell yeah, substance abuse is alive and well in this world.
Yep.
so what's the mask?
What?
The
What
mask.
mask?
Isn't there a mask?
Oh,
Besides
that
the-
mask. Right, that mask. That's a mask. That is a mask. That
Halloween
is
mask.
What is that mask? Good question. What is that mask? That is yeah, that's a weird one. It was called that's as far as I know, that's actually a pretty unique item. They make them in Khalees, but very rarely. I believe it's called a Mask of Indifference.
Hmm. What's it do?
Eh.
Lets you see indifferent?
Huh.
Uh-huh.
It sort of masks your, you know, it masks, well, obviously it masks your expressions, but it magically masks your all of your expressions, your body language, uh, your intonation. People apparently, from what I've been told, can't really get a read on someone who's wearing it. And apparently has another uh, thing in that, you know, if you tell somebody, it doesn't, your own words also don't have an effect on others emotionally.
Huh.
Like you can wear it and insult someone, they won't be bothered.
I see. What if you insult them, then take the mask off?
I don't know. Actually, I haven't seen it in action, to be honest.
Hmm.
And apparently it can also be used to calm people down
Ah.
if they're agitated. A prayer wheel of ethical strength.
Right?
Ooh, let me take a look at that. Hmm. Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
This seems very useful for an
Hmm.
ethical a monk of a neutral to good deity.
So that's
This,
pretty cool.
yeah, this is a wondrous item. This is a okay. Um, make a make a okay, that's fine. Make a D4. It's not a super high chance that it's on there, but
3.
3 is unfortunately no.
Drat.
But if you bring it up to Pascal, he can get one.
I do so.
Okay. Pascal listens. Where did you hear about one of? I'd be right.
I
Actually,
just,
no.
like,
I've
yeah.
heard of one of those things just being described. Yeah, I know it. I can get
Wait,
one
really?
of
Because I was kind of just sort of spitballing. Like, is there some kind of magic prayer wheel that could make my punches good? But
those.
great.
Yeah, no, definitely. I recall something like that being used by a cleric of Atunket and Vivenda I was visiting, but actually, I think they might be that you could probably find one that's made here. Maybe ask Tone Taji.
Oh yeah, that's
He
wise.
might know where to get one more immediately. Otherwise, yeah, I can definitely bring one in for you. I think probably.
Cool.
But yeah, Sada, you were asking about this mask.
Yeah.
Um,
I think you told me everything.
yes. Interested
How much?
for this fancy mask? Nice
This
mask.
whole thing.
It's kind of dull, angular. Noisy. Um,
Sorry. I'm putting plastic wrap back on my couch so my cat doesn't ruin it.
okay, that's fair. I will forgive you this time.
Hmm.
It is a grand total of 8,000 silver.
Hmm. What's the actual mechanical benefits in a meta sense, if you don't mind me asking, Sals?
I do mind you. So mechanical benefits, genuinely all okay. So with the first effect, you perfectly hide your expressions. All all detect motive checks against you fail,
Neat.
or sense motive rather.
That seems like it would just raise more suspicion, right?
Well, no, it's a magical effect. You're just nobody can get a read on you effectively. However, while you're wearing the mask, all performance checks and diplomacy checks also fail.
Nice.
Bro, I can't really get a read on you, but you look like a creep. Just saying. Bye. This was a random. I don't know.
From if you intimidate, you can use the intimidate. You can use intimidate to get someone to do something, and they will not become hostile after they've done it, and after you've left. And you can cast the spell Calm Emotions once per day.
That's a weird one.
Yep.
Heal, yeah.
No, I think I'll pass.
All right.
Yeah.
Sure, someone will buy it.
Yep.
Got this. And he takes off that potion bottle filled with pearlescent liquid and holds it up. It sort of has a sort of internal shine as you look at it. This is rare outside of Oruzud. It's rare inside of Oruzud, actually. It's used exclusively in the Empire of Oruzud by their very elite vanguard soldiers. It's called a impervious ointment. You spread this all over yourself, and for a fairly long period afterwards, you are extremely difficult to hurt and pretty resilient to fire. Other elemental means will still injure you, but fire and physical means very ineffective.
There is a mad fire demigod out there.
It's true.
It is true.
Yeah.
And she's pissed at you.
Yep. How much is it?
This again, it's rare, so I apologize for the high price of a one-use item, but this would be 2,350 silver.
All right, I'll take it.
Okay.
Just in case of an emergency.
Makes sense to me, and honestly, given the burning wrath running around, makes sense.
Okay. How much was it again, Sals? 2,350?
2,350. So you can apply this. It takes a full minute to apply.
All right.
It has to be basically applied all over your body. It's basically like sunscreen. Instead of protecting you from sunburn, it protects you from being stabbed. So for 7 hours after putting this on, you gain a damage reduction 10, ignored by adamantine.
All right.
And you also gain fire resistance 20. So you become really
All
tough.
right. All right. I'm gonna mark that down under my sheet as potion of not hurt by fire or stabby.
I mean, if you want, I would recommend putting in the sub-description impervious ointment, but
Okay.
for easy reference. But yes,
Yeah, and
it's actually
I put down the DR and the fire assistance under there as well.
okay. Uh,
And I have one of them. Yes.
yes. Unfortunately, only one.
Yep.
Actually, speaking of her, this might be useful. And he goes and reaches to the cuffs. These are called Mage Cuffs. They're
Oh.
yeah, they're used in roll flow for there's a lot of wizards there, and they kind of do regulate their magical use. And in case if one of the order wizards gets out of hand, slap these on them. Basically, they're not casting spells. Apparently, the way it works is you put these on. If they try to use any sort of magic, it doesn't like prevent them by just like shutting off. It's not an anti-magic thing. Instead, it just electrocutes them.
Oh. Okay.
Neat.
Apparently, they're non-lethal, which is also good. But yeah, might be helpful in case you want to keep a magical person under control. The Burning Wrath sounds pretty powerful, and there are stories about these things getting a particularly good some some wizards. There are stories about like Rothalans trying to control a wizard with these things, putting them on, and just having the person cast through them anyway, uh, even despite being electrocuted. So, or just casting resistance to electricity on themselves. That kind of makes it a little bit immediate of an issue. But yeah, good work. Okay, sounds good. Um, uh, and honestly, I will keep an eye out for anything that might be useful against her, like I don't know, an umbrella of anti lava, or um, a gun of killing the Burning Wrath specifically,
Cool.
and hopefully I might be able to get you something.
All right.
But yeah, this is what I have right now, and yeah, if you want to just take a look around, or continue to take a look around, uh, take your time. It's my pleasure. It's nice to have you guys around.
Well, we can't stay super long. We've got a lot to do
Yeah.
today,
We gotta take care of some business.
unfortunately.
Yeah, that's fair. Um, have you guys eaten lunch or breakfast, or what time is it? He looks at a sort of a wall clock that or is ornately ticking away the time, and goes, if you want to like stop at Soups or something,
I forgot about soups.
God.
or if you need to like get going immediately, I understand that too.
Yeah, I feel like we had a lot. We had to
Yeah.
go.
Pal and I have to
We've done
travel
north. Yeah.
a good bit,
Yeah.
so
And I need to
we
take care of that stuff with the tea guy.
I understand. Can I ask where? So it's just you and Kasumi, pal,
They're
or
going to see
Hongo.
Agamentai and Hongo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I do need to talk to Shem before we leave, so I'm actually gonna go do that. Pal, I'll meet you at the airship.
oh, well, I was gonna ask. I mean, if you're just going to Hongo, I thought, could I come with, or is this something that you
Yes.
want to?
No, you can come with. I don't care.
Yeah.
Oh, well, cool. Thank you. I mean, yeah, great.
Yeah.
Pistolnit will
I'll,
be with them as well. So
who is Pizitnit?
Pistol,
Well-
Pistolnit. Pistolnit.
A
No,
skitterkin.
it's not. It's Pizitnit.
Is
Pistolnit.
it? Nit.
For some reason, I always want to make it like a sizzle to it. I don't know why.
Piddlesnit. Uh-huh.
I don't know, she's the head of the Church of
Oh, little Roomba,
my
you're trying
brain.
so hard.
My brain's going.
The Church of Roombas.
Absissa,
The Church of
Absissa, the
Roombas.
Church of
Sorry,
Absissa,
it's
the priestess of
it's trying to get
Absissa
up onto the
down in
mantle.
the down in the Crystalmar there.
Oh,
And she wanted to meet Agamemnon, so we were planning to
why
go
would
there.
you want them? Oh, I guess that's just a stuff. All
Yeah,
right.
she has spider legs and she's interested in the Eterons. So
Okay,
yeah,
that's a great description of a person.
yeah,
Uh, incidentally, is this the person that Akio gave the wheelchair to?
yes.
Indeed. I'm trying to work out how we could get maybe owe them a favor so they can give her some access to something, and then we get the chair back because we got her that instead. We could set up some kind of deal, because why would you even need a magic chair if you have access to all this cool Iteron stuff? I don't know.
Well, she might have recognized that the chair had a number of potent enchantments on it, at which point his eyes sort of rotate towards Akio. Um, but uh, but yeah, I mean, hey, the trip might give me a chance to talk to her about potentially getting it back. So, uh, yeah, important. But yeah, that seems like an opportunity and gives me some more time with Pow. So good on my part.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you don't want to hang out with your friend Kasumi, I'll just get the,
Well,
I'll hang out at the wheel,
You're cool too.
I mean, Kasumi, obviously, yeah. But I was going to say just now, if it's just, us going to Hanko, then you want to take Tatsu. It can be like a trip.
Oh, you know what? That's alright. Tatsu hasn't been out of the country in a while.
Yeah. I mean, I know that could be attacked at any time by a horde of angry shogunate samurai, but
That's why I'm staying
sometimes,
here. So
We'll be flying.
right. You guys, yeah. Okay, great. I'll get. I mean, if unless you want to keep shopping, I'll get a couple of things ready.
no, I think we're good.
Okay. Pal, should I like get my armor and everything for going over there, or just
Oh.
I think we'll be good, or
I hadn't planned on getting into any ruckuses, right?
yeah,
Well, I mean,
no,
we're
that's my
allied with
thinking.
Hongo, so we should be fine.
Yeah.
Right.
But what if we
Um,
meet the Burning Wrath midair or something?
I mean,
It's true.
unless she's gonna like fly right up to me, I don't think the armor might not help me
Oh no.
in that case. Anyway, but you have your
I mean,
It's
like,
probably fine.
yeah, no, it's fine. I'll just take a sword.
I will protect you.
Of course you will. I know you will. But yes, with that, you leave Pascal behind as you go prepare to begin making your way to Hango. And Sada, while
Yes.
they're setting up to make their way north, you instead have to make your way south. Or
Yep.
not too far south because you're already there, really, if you're at the Fatazo trading post. As you head over to the dock district,
Yeah.
where the ornate ship of tea. What is it?
It's a stubborn nail.
An adamantine python 6 inches long as a standard action. Apparently push the nail by hand to another living material. That might push it through more than one item, so long as it's safe as an upgrade. Like the nail, once pushed into place, the nails in front of it hammered there. Although the creature put it there can remove it as a move action. Once removed, the nail leaves no hole or other sign of its presence. The nail can support 500 pounds.
Isn't that
If
fun?
used to hold a door shut, it increase the break DC of the door by +2. If passed into a lock, the lock cannot be opened until the nail is removed.
So weird.
I love this item. It's 100 gold. It's
Incredibly
100
fun.
silver. Paulina, as you're leaving,
Yeah.
you're just like looking over the various shelves, and you look into like a little box that's on a shelf, and you just see all these 6-inch long pythons,
Oh, what's that?
like half a dozen of them.
Oh shit.
So yeah, Pascal explains what they do.
I want a box of them.
You want all of them?
I don't know how many are there.
There's 6.
Oh yeah. Sure.
Right, that's 600 silver pieces.
Yee.
You're now the proud owner of 6 stubborn nails.
Can't wait. I'll probably never get to use them, but when I get the chance, oh boy, look out.
What
You're gonna
happens-
stigmata somebody to the ground.
Yeah, I was gonna ask. what happens if
Non-living material. You
Yeah.
cannot do
you-
that.
Yeah, but
Can only
here's
push
the
them
thing.
through.
You can put it into
Clothes.
somebody's shirt. Yeah.
Yeah,
That is
Oh.
true.
or armor, and now they're
Yeah.
trapped in the. Oh.
Oh. See, useful.
Oh no! I'm thinking of thing. This is a very fun item.
There's a lot of strange little items, it turns out, and this one is a great one.
Wait,
Mhm.
including metal, stone, or wood. So it's just as long. The only condition it's non-living. That's powerful.
Knock
Okay.
someone out and nail them down, sure.
Yep, I will note that it requires a DC 20 strength check to
Yeah.
remove it, which means it's not impossible to break out of.
Yeah, but it's a very annoying.
It could be very annoying, yes. And you know that increase the break DC of a door would be cumulative. So if you want to use all 6, that door ain't opening. So anyway, yes. So as you're leaving, Paulina just snatches up a box of nails, and Sada, you make your way over to the ship
Yep.
where a certain man is waiting for you.
My Roomba keeps hitting my chair.
Nice.
I can hear.
Sorry.
You walk up the gangplank. The golden armored warrior of tea, looking at you, not suspiciously, but nodding to you as you approach a sort of curt bow, given to you, which, you know, you're a daimyo. Surely you deserve more respect than that. But if you do, this bodyguard of the Emperor is not going to give it to you.
Ah,
Batbear, you weigh about 1.5 tons. You cannot walk up the gangplank. Indeed, your presence on the pier is disconcerting to many nearby.
this is a problem. I'll be right back. And then I run into an alley and pull up my magic pendant.
Okay. Okay, roll 1d34.
Come on, awful spider creature.
Whoops.
That was
My bad.
1d31.
Yeah. 3.
3.
Spider creature.
You're an Aneben.
Okay.
Disgusting.
Yeah, so
Oh, dear.
Batbear, when you next emerge, I mean, you've been an Aneben recently, and yeah, you are like a walking statue of Atenket.
Oh
just very wide, except you're pretty short. So
Okay. Can I get on the gameplay
yes,
now?
no one will make the association.
All right. I guess I
Oh,
start my. I guess
Oh, I'm a person in a world where magic exists, and I know it does. And I just saw a centaur walk into a house, and then an even with the exact same upper build and his upper torso walk out. He's also wearing the same clothes. Surely it can't be the same person.
I just. I. Okay, moving on. I can't. I got.
So instead of a gigantic centaur, it's merely a 5'6", but like 350-pound uneven that walks out, and the guard looks at you with just like, what the, who, Sada, you're you haven't descended yet, so you could tell the guard to let Batfire up, or you could leave him to his own devices.
He's
It's up
with
to
me.
you. He, well, all right then.
Yep.
Oh
All
my
right.
god.
Batfire, you make your way onto the boat. The gangplank loudly creaks beneath you, but holds firm as you make your way onto the ship. However, you are not allowed deeper into it than the deck. Only Sada may approach Yaoshu.
That's fair. All right. Well, you know how to signal me if you need me.
Yep.
Scream.
Yep.
And if wait, but what if they stop you from screaming? And then I guess I just hold like my hand to my chin and ponder a solution to this conundrum. You may go.
I go.
Okay. Okay, Sada, you make your way in. One of the sailors is actually making his way out of Yaoshu's room as you approach, and just very obsequiously bows past a sailor of some a bit thin, has a scar over one eye. Looks quite adept at the sailing life, like he's been there for a while, but otherwise just sort of bows his way out and shifts back onto the deck as you go past him onto the into the chambers of the bureaucrat of tea. Yashu is dressed differently today, a more formal outfit, a long robe that extends down to his slippered feet, a round hat upon his head, and on his chest is a large square sewn in image. Well, it looks like a sort of badge with the image of what appears to be a goose in it.
Hmm.
And as you enter, he looks at you and nods and goes, "Ah, Lady
Hey.
Sad, you finally returned.
Yep.
It has been some time since we last spoke. I had admittedly expected to receive your company quite sooner.
I was dealing with a whole bunch of business.
I'm sure,
Yeah.
as a provincial ruler, you are required to do any number of important tasks in the service of your station.
Hmm.
With your permission, I would begin to explain in what ways that those tasks are aided by your continued relationship
All right.
with His August Majesty,
All
the
right.
Golden Emperor,
I sit
the
down.
Red Gold. Please allow me to finish the title. His August Majesty, the Golden Emperor, the Red Gold Emperor.
I
Let's
sit
begin.
down. Okay.
At which point he allows you to sit down,
All
and he
right.
sits down as well. His fingers steepled in front of him before breaking them apart and taking a scroll and handing it to you.
I take it.
I presume you speak Tien
Yep.
and read and write?
Yep.
Very good. He smiles. Many, many years ago, our nations intertwined. It was long after the Great Conflagration remade the world and cleared vast realms of their peoples. So after the Dragon Wars, during the reign of the Elven Empire, that people first ended up that humans started to build new civilizations here. First in T, and then elsewhere. And as he begins to explain, he begins to give you a very succinct and fairly detailed history of the founding of T,
All right.
the peopling of the Broken Coast.
I have a 4 knowledge history, so I probably need this.
You can roll knowledge history, actually.
I have a 0 in it, so.
I know that it's not trained, but in this case, you can make an exception. You can roll knowledge history.
All right.
And yeah, this is what it is. He begins to explain how Hadano was basically created by people who left the T Heartland and settled in there, and yeah, they eventually sort of adjusted and had a little bit of their own thing going, bit of a little culture, but they're all the same people in the end, and really, they should treat each other like such. You learn about how and that is basically your lesson for today. The general basis for the connection between your peoples and for T's magnanimous rulership of the Hadanese. It's not because it wasn't one people conquering another. It was simply one people, just in different parts. It takes a few hours for him to continue. And you can make a sense motive check.
All right.
And as you're going on, one thing you do notice, you can't pick out anything specifically wrong with the history that he's relating to you. But you do notice that this history of T and its founding and how it goes on and its relationship with Hadano and the Moon Isles and everything else seems improbably pristine.
Mm,
You aren't a student of history, but you know how people work.
yeah.
And this seems a little too good to be true, which in
Yeah.
your estimation, and
I don't know history, but I know nobility.
you know, and yes, you grew up in Viven,
Man.
and you know when somebody's selling you something. But
But regardless, I'm mostly here just to keep him from doing
indeed
anything
you
anyway.
are, so it's probably best you don't let on that you're
Yeah.
getting suspicious. So perhaps if you
Yeah.
made a bluff check against Mr. Yaoshu.
So if I don't, there we go.
Yo.
Ah, a bluff check indeed. Yao, or rather Mr. Yao, excuse me, seems completely pleased by your rapt attention. And indeed, so pleased to see that he actually put some extra effort into teaching you this history. So much so that you gain a rank in knowledge history.
Hey, nice.
1 rank.
Hell yeah.
The lesson eventually ends. There. It was a pleasure to have such a studious pupil. I have to say, it's been quite some time since I last had the pleasure of teaching. And be able to tutor someone so attentive and
I'm here to learn.
very good. It pleases me greatly to know that you have such interest in our magnanimous empire and its ruler, His Imperial Highness, the Golden Emperor, the Red Gold Emperor. That will be all for today.
All right.
I should like you to attend every day. It was such a pleasure to have you. But if
I should have a
that
few
is
free days.
impossible,
Anyway.
I do understand you have other responsibilities. So I would ask that you attend at least once a week,
All right.
if possible.
Until next time, then.
Until next time, Sado Ryudo. Please enjoy your day.
I guess I'll deal with my other responsibilities for the rest of the day.
At which point you begin to leave. Yaoshu sits down. And you hear as a little spool of paper pops out of the sensor next to him and rolls down what looks like a sort of like a slide. It sort of falls out of the fire and rolls down the little ramp made for it into a little catch on the side of the sensor, which Yaoshu carefully picks out of it and unrolls it, and then notices you're still there and goes, "That will be all."
All right.
At which point you're able to collect your very, very buff and even bodyguard and make your way back to the castle. And with that, I believe it's 8:15. Um, I believe, Nuva, you're going to be leaving in 15 minutes anyway?
Or perhaps he's already gone.
Oh no.
Maybe it just.
Oh no.
Some say he was never really here to begin with.
Ooh.
Oh.
I'm gonna crunch on an almond cracker real quick. Listen.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's got some spinach and Spanish and artichoke hummus.
Ooh,
Ooh.
very nice.
That sounds really nice. I'm hungry.
Nuva,
Hi.
Oh
Here
yeah,
you are.
there he is.
What's
did you hear
up?
Sal's question?
What was the question?
You have to leave at 8:30, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's just cut off for tonight then. You know, short session.
I wanted to
but
see the Agamemnon stuff.
I'm sorry. Go to
We'll
bed.
never get there.
No.
Um, we were not going to get there in the next 15 minutes anyway.
All right.
Or next 10 minutes at this point. So we'll just cut off for there for tonight, and we will pick up the story next weekend.
All right.
Da, 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 da.
Thank you for joining, and I hope you enjoyed your primarily shopping session.
Love to shop.
I did.
I guess I'll deal with the Knights of the Long Lance.
Ah, yes, the Longthorn Lancers.
Yeah.
Is that what
That
they're
is
called?
true. That is something that you need to deal with.
Yeah, I figured that was gonna come up once I was waiting around in the castle anyway, and they were off going to deal with all that stuff. So
Indeed, it is something on my list of things that you need to do.
yeah.
Actually, I wrote down your priorities per you guys last week, which was to scout for the enemy fleet, to hash out the Longthorn Lancer problem, to call the Daimyo of Hango for assistance, and go to Pascal's store. So Pascal's store is done. Daimyo of Hango is underway. You're going to be dealing with the Longthorn Lancers next week.
Yes.
Yaosho was also on there. And you just
So
have to figure out how you want to scout for that fleet.
yeah.
Yeah.
Instead, I'll be sitting around in the capital anyway while they're doing that, so she can deal with the Longthorn Lancers.
Indeed.
Yeah.
This is very fancy indeed.
I was yawning.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a bit of a short session tonight, but a one that I still enjoyed. And I hope to see you all at next week's session. And also, I'm hoping that maybe Profanity will be joining us.
Yes.
And by that time, that we might see a bit more of Mr. Hader's work, which I think is coming along. Well, it's just a sketch right now, but appears to be splendid.
I just want to look at Kasumi's face.
Yes.
I'm sorry, she's so perfect.
She's so beautiful.
Akio's very good.
Yes, all of them.
Akio's really good, yeah.
Yeah, Akio looks sick as hell.
Currently, I
very happy.
received funds from Rita, from Nuva, and from Profanity. So,
Yes.
Jake, I know you're paying me on Thursday, and Toom, I'm just waiting on you.
Yes.
So, such as that is, we will meet again next week.
All right.
Have a good night,
Alright.
guys.
Good night.
Good night.